Ang expectation kasi, di ba meron debate dyan sa Senado patungkol dito sa resolution na condemning the Chinese embassy. Okay? Na tinatarget yung ilang mga miyembro ng legislature at kasama po kayo. Talagang target ng sustained attack coming from the Chinese embassy. Dapat ngayon pagdidesisyonan yan pero nagkaroon ng malaking issue sa Senado kanina. Pero na-monitor nyo ba yung mga debate? Particularly between Senator Marcoleta and Senator Kiko Pangilinan tungkol dito sa resolution na
Yes.
ito?
Yes, kasi
Okay.
ilang beses nabanggit ng malulutong na pagkakabanggit yung J. Tariela, Ginoong Tariela sa akin. Kaya it really called my attention, Sir Christian.
Ako curious ako, no, on a personal level, as well as professional, no? Anong tumatakbo sa isip nyo na pag nakikita na ilang mga opisyal ng gobyerno natin, mga halal, pati sa House, di ba, yung minority leader si Congressman Libanan, uh, they opted to castigate you for a supposed slight against the leader of China. Yung caricature.
Alam mo, Sir Christian, yan lang yung gusto ko laging itanong sa kahit na sino, no, na nagkukondena na. Kasi si Commodore Tariela, pali, gumawa ng caricature against Xi Jinping. Pero ang tanong ko nga lagi dyan, even with the media friends, no, nag-interview sa akin, ang caricature ba natin na ginamit ko for an academic discussion sa ating mga estudyante, no, masasabi ba natin talagang it compensate us? Or I even went overboard na parang too much naman to si Commodore Tariela, naggawa ng caricature. Pero we failed to understand na for so many years, ang Chinese government has been harassing the Filipino fishermen, making it difficult for the resupply operation ng Armed Forces of the Philippines. Binubuli ang mga cute na Coast Guard vessels natin. And it is a false equivalency na pag sinabi nating hindi, caricature kasi yung dahilan yan kung ba't nagkakaganyan ng Chinese embassy. Pero we fail to remember na most recently lang, noong nakaraang Disyembre, winatter canon ang ordinaryong mga istang Pilipino. Ano bang mas nakakagalit dito? Yung caricature o yung pambababoy ng karapatan ng ordinaryong mga istang Pilipino?
Sasagutin ko ba, Commodore? Sagutin ko? Pwede kong sagutin. Baka lang magulit ka sa sagot ko. Sagutin ko, Commodore. Kung ako yung pro-China na politiko na nagpapanggap na hindi naman pro-China, syempre ang kukondenahin ko pa rin si Jay Tariela. Yun ang simple answer doon. Okay. Pero yan, no? It also boggles the mind, no? Including mine. Kaya nga nilagay kong title, why do certain politicians target Commodore J. Tariela instead of China? Do you get the feeling na naging scapegoat kay Rito for a bigger propaganda campaign? Kasi ako mismo hindi ako masyadong niniwala na that so-called caricature was the one that triggered this. Or if at all, ginawa siyang dahilan para mag-gaslight yung Pilipinas. Kasi walang punto yung China morally and legally. Doon sa ginagawa nilang pangaharas sa atin sa West Philippine Sea. So they're looking for certain points that they can latch on and use that to gaslight the Philippines. I don't know what you think, pero that's my opinion.
Well, para sa akin, Sir Christian, no, binanggit na rin siguro ng mga journalist friends natin sa iyo, no. I really believe na para sa akin ang intention talaga ng Chinese embassy dito or the Chinese government is to really silence transparency. That's why they're really zero in sa akin, no. Kung mapapansin mo, etong mga statement ng mga supporters ng China, they really wanted to silence me. They wanted to give this speaking role sa Department of Foreign Affairs para sabihin na DFA lang talaga ang pwede magsalita. And we failed to remember, no, na this kind of strategy has been done before ng mga nakarang administrasyon. We allowed the Department of Foreign Affairs to have the full autonomy, no, in disclosing to the public ang mga nangyayari sa West Philippine Sea. And comparing it with what we're doing now under President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., mas tumaas ang kamalayan ng Pilipino ngayon. And I think that is the reason why the Chinese government really wanted to silence me completely and to once again go back to the situation na DFA lang ang pwede magsalita. not to mention, no, na kung ganyan ang narrative ngayon ng mga supporters ng pro-China narrative na to and the Chinese government, parang sinasabi natin na hindi na rin pwede magsalita si Admiral Trinidad, no, being the AFP spokesperson for the West Philippine Sea. So ito ang dinadala tayo ng China na gusto nila mangyari sa pag-handle natin ng pagbibigay ng impormasyon sa West Philippine Sea.
And curiously, yan din yung punto na tila ipinupush ng ilang mga politiko. At least yung dating sa akin, no? Mga katulad itong si Senator Robin Hood Padilla. Diba? Yung parang kine-question na bakit ba nagsalita ng salita yan si Jay Tariela? I'm paraphrasing lang, no? Parang they're putting premium on the Department of Foreign Affairs. Ganun din naman sinasabi ni Senator Marcoleta, di ba? Na, di ba nung una kine-question, did you clear your statements? Di ba? Nagpaalam ba kayo? Meron bang blessing yan ng DFA? So, para sa kaalaman ng mga viewers po natin, no? Paki-explain nga. Kayo kasi yung tagapagsalita ng Philippine Coast Guard pagdating sa West Philippine Sea. Tama po?
Yes, Sir
Okay.
Christian.
Kabilang kayo dito sa National Task Force on the West Philippine Sea. Tama po?
Yes, Sir Christian.
Okay. Pakapaliwanag po yung task force na yon in relation to the DFA, Philippine Coast Guard, at sino ba talaga yung authorized na magsalita on the West Philippine Sea?
Well, right now, we have the National Task Force for the West Philippine Sea. Of course, it's chaired by the National Security Advisor, General Eduardo Año. At NTFWPS is composed of different agencies. So, andito ang Department of Foreign Affairs, Department of Justice, Department of National Defense, AFP, Coast Guard, and so on. No? Maraming ahensya ng gobyerno dito. Ang ating effort ng transparency, for Secretary Eduardo Año, he believes that we need to come up with more voices with one message. Ibig sabihin, we believe that through transparency that we allow the operational units like Coast Guard or the Armed Forces of the Philippines to disclose to the public kung ano mga nangyari sa West Philippine Sea. It allowed the Filipino people to understand the full details of the incident. No? For example, for the Coast Guard, kapag winater ka ng Coast Guard, I usually face the media, conduct press conference, also prepare the press release, and also presented to the members of the NTFWPS. No? So if NSA would already have, the entire information working group would already have the green light for us to publicize this, then that will be the time na sasabihin natin sa publiko to. The only limitation is that we're not supposed to go beyond with our role. For example, I'm not allowed to talk about the AFP military operation because we have AFP spokesperson for that. And the same thing with diplomacy, diplomatic actions na gagawin natin. The Department of Foreign Affairs can talk about that diplomatic actions na gagawin natin. For example, diplomatic protests or whatever diplomatic actions that they would recommend. In short, each agency in terms of messaging has its own role to play. Dahil naniniwala tayo na ang lahat ng ahensya na to can be able to explain to the public better kung tayo mismo mag-explain. The same thing with the Coast Guard. On my job as spokesperson for the Coast Guard, mas madali kong mai-explain sa mga sambayan ng Pilipino kung ano talagang nangyaring insidente. And this is the very objective of the transparency efforts.
So ngayon ba nakikita niyo meron bang cohesive messaging yung Pilipinas, yung Philippine government under this transparency initiative, especially in light of what the Chinese embassy has been saying against you and certain legislators? Or sa tingin niyo ba nakikita, mukha bang may intention na buwagin itong cohesion na ito kung sakasakala?
Well, para sa akin, we are working perfectly well. The mere fact na 94% of the Filipinos support the transparency efforts that we're doing now, at ang mga Pilipino ngayon, masasabi natin are well aware of what's happening in the West Philippine Sea. Ibig sabihin, we are unified. No? I compliment the messaging that is being done by the Armed Forces of the Philippines, especially for an incident that would happen or for their operations that have been completed. We support each other. The same thing with the AFP. They also complement with whatever press release na ilalabas ng Philippine Coast Guard. No? I don't think that there is a problem with how we package the message. Again, we wanted to have different voices with one message. Ngayon, ang intention ng Chinese government is siguraduhin na etong messaging na to will be entirely divided or at sometimes obscured. Imagine kung ako at si Admiral Trinidad will no longer be allowed to speak out about the incidents. And we're going to follow the path na sinasabi nila, hindi, DFA lang pwede magsalita dyan. We've done this for the two administration. No? Again, ulitin ko, we cannot expect, of course, a diplomat talking about a military operation or a Coast Guard operation. Ang joke ko nga minsan how can we diplomatically explain na winater cannon tayo? Sabihin natin, binasa tayo ng tubig? How would you diplomatically say na binunggo tayo intentionally? Sabihin natin, accidentally, nahawi tayo? Ganyan ba yung... I mean, I'm not a diplomat and I'm just speaking out on how the operations and the incidents were carried out. The same thing with the Armed Forces of the Philippines. We tell to the public without any sugarcoating of the incidents because our intention is to inform the public of what really happened.
Medyo na-challenge ako dun sa tanong nyo, no? How to diplomatically phrase certain words that only people like you in the Coast Guard could probably better explain. Ubro ako, Commodore, kung kunwari, di ba, winawater cannon yung ating mga vessels dyan. Kumbaga, tayo yung sumagasa sa tubig. Iniharang natin yung ating mga muka, yung ating mga katawan, yung ating mga bangka. Kaya tuloy tinamaan.
Tapos sabihin natin, gusto natin kasi mahugasan ang barko natin. Kaya iniharang natin yung sarili. Gusto nating maligo.
Tapos siguro nagdasal tayo para warningan at palayasin ng China sa ating sariling bakuran. Sana warningan tayo. Parang gano'n, no? Hindi ko alam pa paano diplomatically may papaliwanag yun eh. Pero dito, no, seriously, we're talking about message cohesion dito eh. Yung DFA eh. Of course, meron silang sariling tawag dito. Would like to choose my words carefully. Meron silang sariling diskarte. Pero do you think nagkaroon ng parang crack doon sa cohesive messaging under the Transparency Initiative? Kasi despite all the support behind you coming from certain agencies, parang very diplomatic na lang gamitin natin term coming from the DFA.
Well, Sir Christian, to be honest, being diplomatic is a role of the Department of Foreign Affairs. The reason why they're diplomats, they have to do it diplomatically. So I cannot take that against from them. Again, they're just doing their respective mandate. Each of these government agencies have role to play. For example, in the Coast Guard, we have our own roles to play. The same thing with AFP, DND, and for the DFA, I have tremendous respect sa ating mga diplomats and of course, the leadership of the Department of Foreign Affairs. So, I don't want to overstep or to comment on how they responded with these issues with the Chinese embassy.